aren't any more fallen currently left. It's all these stupid bat dudes. They were here at one point. We got some frozen NPCs here. Chicken, chicken. Oh, nice. He turned the elite too, or the unique guy. Look at that. I really never thought that I'd be running out of mana with the crazy regen I have, but looks like that's definitely happening. I do want to see though what I picked up. Nah. Really not the greatest. Let's keep going. Wow, we just started this this area. So from what I recall, this is a fairly lengthy little dungeon area, so some depth to it. And there should be a nice little prize at the end, some treasure chest, at which I could grasp the spoils of this little area. Some pirate booty even. Let's get back up our fetish here. There's a chicken. See, I don't know how much I like that. Really. I don't know. Especially, you know, we have these like huge packs of monsters, and you randomly just turning one of them into a chicken. I wonder if it can be targeted. Let me test that. Let me target someone. Okay, so he didn't chickify the person that I targeted, the monster that I targeted. I'm gonna try it a couple more times though. See if it can actually happen that way. Okay, so I'm gonna target this guy here. Yeah, so he just kind of runs up randomly and does whatever. In fact, right now he did nothing. He did nothing that time. So it looks like I have to wait till I'm really in the midst of combat to summon him, and then just have him randomly chicken somebody. I don't know. Yeah, not impressed with that ability. I think it's far too random to, you know, especially we're limited to so many active skill slots to have to hope that you get the right target or like your ideal target. I don't know. I just, like, it would be great in PvP if you could target something, right? You could be like, all right, I want that guy to be a chicken and for him to take 20% more damage. But so far I'm not seeing targeting with this guy, so maybe it's not working as intended, or maybe that's just not what it's meant to do. I mean, you know, it'll be great if I'm up against one person. I'm guaranteed, right? He will chicken that dude. So that's good. That's a situation where it'll be fine. But besides that, I don't know. If I'm surrounded by multiple people and I just have to hope that he gets what I want him to. Just not impressed. You know, that's all. Knockback dudes. See if this comes into play much. Really haven't gotten hit with a knockback yet. Well, out of mana though, holy crap. Where's the knockback, guys? What is he eating? Did you see him eating stuff? That's weird. Actually, I lost my zombie dogs, so let's get those back up. Well, that was interesting. I didn't notice myself get knocked back even once. Did my pups get knocked back? They may have. What did I get here? Nope. I got 2 to 4 damage rings. Those are absolutely the best. Well, there's better than 2 to 4, but those range damage rings are the best. I've seen a 3 to 7. I personally haven't seen higher, although I've heard that there are higher. So, all right, level 2, but I need to go back. Need to do a little backtracking here, so I can show you guys what's down over there in that little undiscovered area. Just need to figure out, oh, what am I running into a wall for? Try to rub my eye while I'm playing the game. Can't see crap, and then I move in a direction that I don't want to go. Cause and effect, that is what that would be. Have you guys heard of the butterfly effect? Not the crappy movie, but the theory behind it. I think it's neat. Do I believe it? Nah, it just seems very, it's kind of very fairy tale-esque. Like, oh, a butterfly flaps his wings and it causes a tornado. Well, not sure if that seems likely. It's nice in theory. It's a nice thought. Well, it's not a nice thought. It's actually a horrendous thought. Nobody, butterflies causing hurricanes or tornadoes or whatever it says that they do. And yeah, the movie was pretty bad. Sorry, Ashton, but wasn't a fan. I'm pretty picky, right? And I didn't think it was the greatest. Get my chicken summoner up here. Yeah, he's just not doing it for me. He's gone, guys. That's enough out of him. Let's get Haunt up here. And let's start really laying the smack down, shall we? You know, I've been trying to make sure that we're balancing these abilities. As a result, my freaking damage has been suffering horrendously. It's taken forever because, you know, I'm trying to pick these kind of crappy utility abilities like Grasp of the Dead. Things that I don't necessarily need at this point in the game. Those utility abilities have their strengths and they have their points in the game. Let's replace Charger back with Frogs. But, early on when, you know, the game's easy and there's not a lot of crowd control and stuff like that necessary, it's just kind of pointless. Before I grab the treasure chest, let me move down here because it looks like there's a little bit more of an area to go. Here we go, you see? Could have missed that if I hadn't done my exploring. Could have missed this illusionist dude. Could have missed spamming with these frogs to just have them not hit. Literally gotta be right on top of people for this to work. And that's it. That's it. All right. I got something. Just a quiver. That worked out. Let's check the treasure chest. Resplendent. Resplendent? Is that what that said? I didn't give myself time to read it, Force. Make yourself look like an idiot. Talking to yourself, that also makes you look like an idiot. I'll keep the precision over the vitality, but look at that. You see that? And this is not in every playthrough, the Den of the Fallen. So this just goes to show you how the randomization in this game, you can really get all sorts of stuff. And that took a while, right? That was, what, 10 minutes or so? Maybe much less, I don't know. I think I'm a pretty bad judge of time. But either way, you know, having those randomized areas is really awesome that they're doing that, and I like that, those randomized dungeons. You know, it's obviously something they carried over from past titles, but I like that that's still around. Let's get right up on this guy. Just pull back for that. Bam. There's a tunic, actually. Should have figured. Crap. Zombie dogs, go. Body massage machine, go. And level 7. Some more, wow. Some more enchanted guys over here, too. Let's grab our corpse spiders, though. We'll place Plague of Toads with corpse spider. Alright. So this is the one where I just throw it and a bunch of spiders come out. So I'll use that. And let me check, actually read it to you guys. 90 mana, summon 4 spiders that attack nearby enemies for 1 to 3 physical damage. Hey, what are you doing? These dogs are quick. Cool, so I got Corpse Spider right now as well as Haunt, and we'll be sticking with that for now. Still gotta go. Let's move across the map here. Oops, this direction. Find that funny that the Haunt spell is able to even kill anything. Seems like a little wisp flying through the air, you know? Doesn't seem very dense that it could actually break a stump. But what do I know, right? Serious. Here we go. Drop a couple of these guys down. I wonder if there's a limit to how many I can have up. They don't last very long though, so. I'm just gonna spam it with this next one. I'm not gonna do the Haunt at all. Just we'll spam the corpse spiders. Here we go. It's a good way to run out of mana pretty quick though, look at that. See how low that got me? Yeah, they don't last very long. But it would be good to throw about 2 or 3 of these in any large packs, I think. I think that could work. They pop out, they do some damage. And then I go along my merry way. there gonna be anything up here? Oh, there we go. So yeah, lay down my 3 haunts and then pop corpse spiders. It sounds like a good rotation. Make sure I got the maximum amount of haunts down, and then you start laying down damage through other means. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to suck on that mana, though. Seriously, it's crazy. While this is happening, choose the lizard. No. So the lizard is the affix for health regeneration. Correct? Yes, correct. Life per second, in fact, is what it is exactly. Scavengers. Shoo. Corpse Spider's not bad. I believe in seeing some of the ruined effects as well, you can turn it into a giant spider instead of just a small little group of monkey spiders. Alright, so there's the haunt. And then go down haunt 2 more times since the last 2 have disappeared. Yeah, I'm definitely running out mana quick when I do that. I don't know how viable that really is then. I'm probably just overdoing it. I'm probably doing a little bit of overkill though when it comes to the amount of spiders that I'm dropping. Alright, so let's lay down these 3. Let's go with 2 here. And then start replenishing the haunts. And then go down with 2 more. And then start replenishing the haunts. Yeah, certainly not the best damage dealer that I've come across thus far. Wonder if I got enough health globes there, though. Alright, so same deal here. Just keep laying down those haunts. And throwing down some more corpse spiders with it. I have no solid direct damage right now. Kind of damage over time, pets, and those corpse spiders. I think they do a little bit of damage on impact, but not much. Most of their damage is coming from the when they're actually out doing some attacking, but it's still not much. It's not much at all, in fact. Get a couple of those out, though. Alright. Cortez killing his own buddies. When he does that explode thing, it will damage his allies, too. Something to keep in mind, you can get one of those guys to explosion. They do it once they get to a certain health percentage. In fact, maybe I could find that out now. That'd be a good thing to check. But yeah, you do that while he's amongst a group of his friends. And all right, so let me take a look here. See what health he decides to blow himself up at. Oh, he actually blows when he's dead. I think I was talking about the spikes is what I was actually specifically referring to. But it looks like that's just kind of whenever you're within melee range. So stay out of melee range and you won't have to deal with that. Yeah, I know it's tough if you're a barbarian or monk. Oh well. One of those things. Can't be the jack of all trades. Good at some things, not good at others. And then when you do come across classes that are good at everything, well, that's when the OP chants start. People start crying nerf. Look at that, I didn't even think I was on the way to getting a kill streak. Not expecting that at all. Let's see if I can just kind of move around here. See if I can get a few of these kills going chained up. Yeah, look at that. See, this is exactly... So if you're trying to chain kills, this is basically what you need to do. It helps if you already know ahead of time where monsters are. So say you pre-scout out rooms. Did I get another one? Yes, I did. Oh my gosh. I'm going to keep this going here. I'm going to keep this train going. This one's actually looking to be pretty good. Now we're going to run into the issue that I mentioned earlier where if I just keep moving like this, then I eventually will be out of range of... I'll be out of range of guys, so I won't be seeing like when they drop stuff. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. This is a big one too. Let's keep this moving here. Make sure I get all these guys. Try to chain up over here as well. It looks like we got a few over there. Alright, this is going pretty well. I'd have to say. I just gotta keep it, I gotta keep attacking basically. I gotta keep trying to kill these guys. if I let up for too long, then that's when you run into trouble. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can pick up the guys back over here as well. There it is. This is looking to be a dead end after this, though. Let's see if I can go back over here. Catch anything. Is there anything over here? Anything at all? No, that's it. 84, alright. Not the greatest. But, not bad. You know, I got that extra XP. I really could have used that shrine beforehand. For sure, absolutely. See, so this is the thing, though. You know, we try that to get the bonus XP, but then you miss out on the drops. Unless you go completely backtrack. You know what I mean? So you could do that, but then it's like, all right, well, with all the backtracking, is it really worthwhile then? You know, would I rather just stay with what I'm attacking, miss out on chaining XP bonuses like you just saw there, and but actually get the loot? So I guess that's up to you. It depends on maybe what you're doing, right? If you literally don't care about the gear, say you're leveling up a second or third character and you can acquire enough gear from the main that you have that you've done run-throughs with, then maybe you don't need to worry about picking up the drops, right? And maybe you can just try to get your XP as fast as possible by chaining kills. Let's see if I can do a little bit more here. I don't know how successful this one's gonna be though. Oh, there we go. Another group of guys here. And you just kind of want to keep moving. Keep hitting a new target. Obviously, much easier when you're a ranged class. Ah, yes. There it is. Level 8. What am I picking up here? Horrify. Okay. Crap. Well, it's really not that good. But I do want to show you guys. So, what I will do then... Let me try to get... I want heavy damage dealers if I'm going to be using this. Let me pick up... And pick up these guys in addition to my haunt, and I will also use, here's the Horrify. All right, so 20-second cooldown on this one. Don a spectral mask that horrifies all enemies within 12 yards, causing them to run in fear for 5 seconds. All right, we'll see this one in use. Gotta find some guys first, though. Here we go. All right, so this is an event, so this is a good opportunity to get this done. We'll go ahead and pick up all these. I'll get myself nice and surrounded. And then we'll drop that Horrify. Stop doing that. Jesus. Idiot. Ready? Here it is. Look at that. So everyone directly around me gets hit with that. So that's cool. 10-second cooldown with it as well, though. Actually, I wanted shit. Definitely wanted these guys there. There it is. Let's do another Horrify. Yeah. That's cool looking, huh? I wonder if there's any more guys down here. Nada. Scheiße. Alright, well, I got the, I completed that event though, so. Oh wow, there's the that's exit right there as well. Adventurous Warrior Belt of the Hawk, that's for Barbs. Not for me. And nothing. Holy crap, what a jip. Nothing from that at all. I'm just checking this area down here. I want to see if ooh, run in fear while you're dotted, huh? How's that feel? That's good, that'll work. Does it even break on damage? Doesn't say that it does. That means we assume that it doesn't. And the Hawk is going to be precision. So anything with the Hawk looks to be precision. A little FYI for you there. What level am I already? Wow, level 8. We're not, this adventuring and this one's taking a while. This is gonna be, I think this is gonna be a longer let's play here. It must have been that Den of the Fallen that added so much time, and as a result added XP to have me sitting at level 8 already. there a special guy? Yes, sometimes there is, and here he is. It's really, you know, you get slowed up when you hit them, and so if you're within melee range, there's really no way of avoiding those unless I had some sort of something to avoid it. I suppose I could have dropped a Horrify though, right? Yeah, I could have. Could have dropped a Horrify to make him run away before he died. Oh well, better luck next time. That's, yeah, that damage works pretty well. What? Is this gonna be picking up stuff quicker? Yeah. Alright, let me get rid of this garbage here. I think none of this is actually stuff that I need. Sell that, because I do not need pages of training because I'm actually all done with leveling up that guy. Leveling up the artisan. He's as far as he can go in the beta right now for me. Doesn't get much more than what it currently is for me, so no reason to do anything but sell those pages of training. What else do we have to discover here, Miss Witch Doctor Lady? Oh, that's sad. He died. And how about this? Skeleton guys. Let's throw up. I'm actually surprised that these guys get scared. Shouldn't these guys be immune to such scary things? My Horrifies. I suppose I'm scary beyond the realms of hell, where they came from. Not that hard to believe. Silly little witch doctor. VoodooMaMaJuJu. Come on, VoodooMaMaJuJu isn't scary. She's cute. Don't call her scary. You'll hurt her feelings. Alright, so these guys are going to come right up on me. Let's horrify them away. Try to take them out one at a time as much as possible. Again, stay away from those moltons, please. Where'd these guys go? Hello? Where'd they go? Jeez, really?
Not ready yet.
Where? Did they disappear? I thought there was more than that. What the hell just happened? Oh, you know, so they must have died from the haunts. Huh. Well, I do have the next area, but I need to finish up the exploration. Which actually reminds me, because I still got one more crypt to search as well for you guys before we come back here to finish up this area. Alright. Oops, wrong one. That's what I wanted. I'm really used to those being... Let me switch it up, actually. A little more comfortable this way. It just feels more right this way. Come on. Those things just randomly pop up as you walk over various aspects of the ground in these defiled crypts here. See, like that? Just kind of randomly. Oh, hey guys, here I am. Quick work of that, though. Alright. It's getting stronger, it seems. I suppose as I level, right? Yep. That is the case. As we level, these things get stronger. That would be a good video. That'd be a really good video to watch the scaling with gear and level. Well, let's just take a quick look before I level again. Plague of Toad damage 12 to 17. Haunt damage 29 arcane over 6 seconds. So we'll see how that changes. 12 to 17, 29 over 6. So we'll see how that changes with the level. Actually, let me go back up to check that last dungeon area. Adjust my mic a little bit. There we go. You guys might hear me a little bit better, a little bit closer now. I don't know. Maybe it's too loud. Whatever. Skelly comes out of the coffin to immediately get demolished by a acid frog. Acid toad. I know when you lick toads, they're supposed to be a hallucinating effect to it. It's not from personal experience. That is word around The water cooler. That's an odd phrase too. I would hate for my life to be in the position where all of my important discussions are happening around a water cooler. If you're there right now, please. Is it really that bad? Might not be that bad, who knows. Maybe it's great. Maybe the best conversations happen around the water cooler. Did you guys ever think about that? Before we started dissing it? Maybe that's where the best thinking is done. You know, you gotta figure around a water cooler, water contains oxygen, right? Oxygen to the brain allows us to think better. Better thinking means better conversation. So maybe it is the best conversations happen around the water cooler due to oxygen from the water that we're drinking. Yeah, it's a little far-fetched. You know, exercise is supposed to help you think better though, because it, you know, it gets the blood pumping to your brain, and this is a legitimate thing. Just like, you know, breathing heavy is healthier for you. Getting your body what it needs is important. So you guys need to do that. Get some exercise, eat well, take deep breaths. All of these things are good for you. Very good for you indeed. Did I pick up anything that's good for me? Not really. Attackers take 1 damage, adding a little thorn. A little magic find there, might want to keep that. For when I do magic find runs eventually. Oh, through the beta. Wow, it's oh my gosh. It's almost October. In fact, by the time you see this, it might even be October. It means two things. Ready? Ugh, sorry, excuse me. First thing that it means is that we are near BlizzCon. And that's exciting to me because I'm going to BlizzCon and it's going to be a blast. I will be bringing a camcorder. I'll get some recording down. I don't know if, you know, we'll see if we can get some interviews and stuff like that done, but just recording what I can of the event, you know. And I don't know, it'll be fun. It'll be a cool time. So that's the first thing, right? Now the second thing is October. It's also a very special month for me because it is my birthday. Ah, yes, that's right. You heard correctly. I will be turning 26. I am an old man in the gaming world. Maybe not, but I feel like an old man. 26 years old is how old I will be turning on October the 5th. October 5th is my birthday. Turning 25. That's some horrify here. That's not work on him at all. He is not spooked at all. So yeah, October is an exciting month. Turning 26, going to BlizzCon. It's gonna be a great time. And actually, you know, the other thing too is right before BlizzCon, I'm actually going with my girlfriend, and we're going a couple days early. That we're just gonna hang out in California for a while because I live on the East Coast. People have asked this, and I've said it in the past, but not everyone, you know, has watched every single one of my videos. I live like New Hampshire, Maine. I live right on the border, basically, right here on the East Coast. Was born in Germany, grew up in New Hampshire, went to college in New Hampshire, met my girlfriend 3 years ago, moved to Maine, and then we've just kind of been bouncing back and forth. We've lived we've just basically lived on the border of New Hampshire and Maine for the past 3 years. A few different apartments, but yeah, if you were wondering, because I have been asked that before. That's my situation. That's where I currently reside.